Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to another exciting episode of Can't Talk Sports. I'm your host, Cameron Gooseby, and today I will be talking about my Game 1 predictions in this NBA Finals matchup between the Eastern Conference champions in the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Western Conference champions in the Phoenix Suns. These two teams will be going all out in a 7-game series to determine this year's NBA champion right after the bubble championship that was presented to us last season. Now, for the Bucks, this team had a relatively lucky playoff run this year. All because of some key injuries to other star players, and they're here now. And there's nothing, I'm not taking any credit away from them, but so far, their last two playoff series have been determined due to injuries from James Harden and Kyrie Irving, and now with Trae Young and the Hawks and the bone bruise that was in his foot, that really determined their playoff series right then and there. And the Bucks got lucky and capitalized right then and there with their playoff spot. And now they're in the NBA Finals. They proceeded at first to sweep the Miami Heat 4-0, which in my eyes was shocking because I thought this series was going to go to 6. And then with the Brooklyn Nets, I honestly did not think they was going to win that series, honestly, with a fully healthy Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Kyrie Irving, James Harden. I was not honestly expecting them to even get close to even winning this series. And yet they done it. So I'm going to give them their props. And then last but not least, they defeated the Atlanta Hawks all because Trae Young hurt his foot and everything like that. And yes, I'm going to acknowledge that Giannis did hyperly extend his left knee and everything like that. So literally, I know that it kind of made the series a bit even, but you see, the Bucks were just the victor this time in an evenly matched series. Now, next, we have the Phoenix Suns, and this team, in my mind, also got lucky because listen to this. They defeat the reigning NBA champions in the LA Lakers in 6 games. It was due to a high ankle sprain by LeBron and then the growing injury by Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis has been battling injuries all year. So they got off really lucky against the LA Lakers. And then, next thing you know, they defeat the reigning MVP in Nikola Jokic in the Denver Nuggets, but without his number 2 sidekick in Jamal Murray. So that was another, in my opinion, fortunate and lucky playoff victory for the Phoenix Suns, in my opinion. And then, next thing you know, in the Eastern Conference Finals, they defeated the other LA team in the LA Clippers by a score of 4-2. And Kawhi Leonard was out that entire series, so you never know. You can argue that you may never know. The Suns may never even be in this position right now if it wasn't for injuries. But at the same time, I'm not going to take away their performance. Chris Paul played amazing in Game 6, had a grand total of 41 points. Devin Booker played amazingly in this playoff run, and this was his first ever playoff run. And now look at this guy. He's in the NBA Finals for a reason. Literally, the Phoenix Suns, like I said, although they're the number 2 seed, I didn't really think they was going to beat the Lakers. Or I wasn't really thinking they was going to beat either the Lakers or the Clippers, but they got off lucky due to those unfortunate injuries to Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. But I'm not going to go on ahead and take away their credit whatsoever. This is for the first time since 1993 that the Phoenix Suns have been in the NBA Finals, and this is the first time in 11 years that this team was in the playoffs whatsoever. The last time the Phoenix Suns were in the playoffs whatsoever in 11 years, that was when they still had Amari Stoudemire and Steve Nash. And that was 11 years ago. That was 2010. I may have already pointed this out already, but the Phoenix Suns have not been in the NBA Finals since 1993. And that was when they had stars like Kevin Johnson, mayor of Sacramento, or former mayor of Sacramento, Kevin Johnson. They had guys like Dan Marley, a spectacular three-point shooter. And then they had Charles Barkley, which everyone nicknames him the round mound of rebound, and the guy that you see on Inside the NBA on TNT. I mean, that was back when they had those players. But now they have new talents like Chris Paul. They have Devin Booker, and they have DeAndre Ayton, and all those boys up there. And literally, they have one hell of a run this postseason. So I'm not going to take any credit away from them with that. Then, next thing you know, the Milwaukee Bucks, this team has not been in the NBA Finals in nearly 5 decades. 47 years to be exact. But still, this team has not been in the NBA Finals ever since the days of Lou Alcindor, or what many would like to call him now, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like, literally, this team hasn't been in the finals ever since those days. And now, look at the time has changed. Now they have superstar talents like Chris Middleton and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Which, speaking of Giannis, this is a game time decision for him because, like I said before, he had the hyperextended left knee. And if anything, if I'm Giannis, I would not play tonight because, listen, even if the Bucks lose tonight, they still have more games to make up the deficit. So it's not like it's just a one-game thing. And then, next thing you know, with Giannis, with him not playing tonight, it's going to force all the other players to step up tonight. So I'm talking about players like Drew Holiday, Bryn Forbes, Jeff Teague, Dante DiVincenzo, PJ Tucker, Bobby Portis. These role players right here, in my opinion, will have to step up just in case Giannis does not play tonight. Literally, Brook Lopez, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, all those guys can score whatsoever. But the other names who I just mentioned, like Forbes, Teague, DiVincenzo, Tucker, those guys, and Portis, like I said, those guys need to step up and provide a scoring outburst because with no score, if you don't score against the Phoenix Suns, then it's going to be more than likely a long night. You can ask the Lakers that. You can ask the Denver Nuggets that. You can ask the Los Angeles Clippers that especially. So, literally, if the Bucks want to have a chance to win this game without Giannis, their bench will have to produce. And I'm expecting at least 50 to 60 bench points from just the Milwaukee Bucks bench alone. And then my keys to the Phoenix Suns, to a Phoenix Suns victory today, is simply they must shoot a high percentage from the Bucks. So no matter what, they have to attack the paint like they've been doing. They have to shoot a very high percentage from three. They have to hit their free throws. They have to play effective defense. This is how championship teams win ball games. Of course, everyone likes to go with the saying of defense wins championships, but offense wins championships too when the defense doesn't, when the opposing defense doesn't play defense, in my opinion. So literally, it's a matchup. It's basically a matchup of two high-scoring teams, and if I'm gonna come up with a prediction for tonight, I still have the Suns. I have the Suns winning by a score of 123 to 119. I think, since both teams are two very high-scoring teams, I think there's going to be almost no defense. And plus, with Giannis being potentially out this game, the Phoenix Suns, I think they will have an easier time scoring in the paint instead of Giannis lurking in there in the game. So, literally, that's the reason why I think the Phoenix Suns are going to win this ball game. All simply because Giannis Antetokounmpo, in my opinion, I don't think he will be playing tonight. But besides that, if you guys like this video, I would like for you guys to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys later.